This is a quick video for all of you Mac users out there that are using TextEdit. Um, I want you to be sure that you are aware of how to make your documents in TextEdit plain text. On the PC side, when folks are using Notepad, Notepad is automatically in plain text and has very few features. TextEdit on the Mac side comes with more features. It's more robust, I guess, and so it also makes it a little more confusing for you because you can't always tell what it's doing in the background. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my TextEdit, and when you're doing whenever you want a plain text document, whether it's for this class, for your coding, or for future projects, one way you can make sure it's plain text is you can just open up your document, and right now I can see it's got all kinds of formatting things going on. Look, it's got font options for me, sizes, style things. I can do left and right and centered spacing, etc. All this stuff shouldn't be here. So to make it plain text, I can go to Format, Make Plain Text, and notice how we suddenly are just in this world where all we have is typing, and we don't have any other options. To save, you can click on the title, and I'll just call it Test. And I don't think you can, at least with the way my Mac is currently set up with file types, I don't think I can add the file type here. I think even if I add test.htm, for example, if I wanted to turn this into an HTML file, it would still be a text file because it's in the preferences to save it that way. Let me save it really quickly, and then we can talk about that. All right, so it's saved, and I'm going to close it. And yes, we can see that when I tried to force that file type onto it in the naming step, that didn't really work. It's still a .txt file, and you can also see that here. If you want to go in and change the way it saves, if you want to actually, if you want to go change the preferences, let's just go look at those really quickly. You go to TextEdit, Preferences. Assuming you have the same version of TextEdit, you may have a slightly earlier version. Just look for the preferences somewhere in these menus. And the preferences will mostly look like what you see in mine. If you want, you can tell it on the format that it needs to go to plain text, and that means that in the future, whenever you use TextEdit, it'll open it up by default that way. I'm not going to make that change for myself because I'm sort of in the habit of always just changing it to plain text. I kind of like that, you get comfortable with your things. I would not select wrap to page because that's a formatting thing. So just leave that alone. You can always format an individual document if you need it, wrap an individual document if you need it. And that's really the main thing I wanted to show you, was that you can tell it to open documents as plain text if you want to. Okay, so to change this file type, as you Mac users probably know, because most of you have successfully done this, you can sort of press down and hover. I'm sort of left clicking on the name there, and I'm going to get rid of the .txt. And I'm going to hit return, and it wants me to make sure that I want to change that extension, so I'm going to say use HTML, and now it's an HTML file. But I think you knew that part. You probably knew most of what I'm showing you, but just in case folks weren't aware of TextEdit and how it is trying to help you out by giving you formatting options, but you've got to make it plain text, either one document at a time, or through the preferences you can change it so that it always opens every document as a plain text. All right, guys, thanks so much.